First session of the week in the bag. So we did the run yesterday actually, when we did 15 400 at 350. So really happy with that. The first run in a long time, apart from the 10k that you seen in the last video, that was actually good. I finally completed it with like what I was meant to do. So good sign with 2 weeks to go until Rome. So we just finished there a session. Again, it's quite low volume at the minute until we do the half marathons, and then we'll start to pick it up. But we had 3x3 squats, we had incline bench press in there, big row in there, lateral raise, etc. So good session in the bag, and then we are back home now. We've got a couple of setup calls, so we've welcomed Jack and Joe back to the team. So Joe was a previous client, he came back after about 2 years, and then Jack's also joined the team. So I've got 2 calls with them right now, walking them through what their plan's going to be. And then that's going to be Tuesday wrapped up, because Tuesday is the busiest day of the week for me. We've spoke to clients all of yesterday and all of today, so the whole team is being spoken to. The whole team is being briefed on what they need to do for this week, trained and straight into this. So that's how the start of the week looks currently. Very, very busy. And with that being said, there's only 6 spaces to work with me one-to-one. If you want details of what that looks like, the first link in the description. Let's get into these calls. I'm going to put it in. Like this.
What colour's that one?
Oh! Team, good morning. It is Wednesday, so Wednesday is typically a rest day for me at the moment, just based on the way that training falls. It's a day where I usually do content, but today we have just arrived at the gym. It was 7:45 in the morning. We are meeting Ross, who is the owner of the training club up in Newcastle, I believe, which is a men's gym, my only gym. And to be honest, like we're catching up, because I've never met him in person. I've only spoke to him online, but he's coming down. We're going to record a podcast. We're going to get a session in. We're going to talk shop about what we're trying to do, because again, we're on a similar mission of transforming men and giving men more focus and giving men more purpose, especially in this day and age. So it's going to be really, really good to connect with him. So we're just going to do that now. I said last night we welcomed Jack and Joe to the team. I just wanted to mention, like, they were both on completely different lives, but both had the same mission, and the same thing needs to apply. So Jack, busy director, lots of travel, no days the same. And then Joe is full-time carer and also a writer.
Yes. What can I do for you?
You can shut the fuck up. So it's completely different ways of living between them, but they both require the same thing, which is parameters. So a lot of guys who I speak to is that it's all or nothing, or, you know, if you can't make it to the gym 5 days a week, they don't go at all. Whereas the big thing I always say to my team is we want parameters with what we're doing. We want parameters with our training, you know, minimums and maximums. So if you are traveling, you know, what's the minimum that we want to get done? What's the most that we can get done? And then same with your nutrition. Instead of being like all or nothing, we need to create parameters. Again, go back and watch the 2+1 approach or the hybrid nutrition video around your nutrition, to go, okay, no matter what, I've got these parameters in place. So if I'm out the house like I am today and I can't have my normal egg on toast, there still has to be a certain amount of parameters there for me to not mess things up, basically. So that's what we spoke about last night, getting them welcome to the team. So yeah, let's go and meet Ross. Let's do a little bit of work before we catch up with him, and yeah, let's see what the day brings. Let's go. Big session in the bag with the lads, so a little bit of uppers, because why not? Yeah, solid session. So we're going to sit down now and record a little bit of a podcast, a little bit of a talking head stuff. How's the arms feeling? Hey, how's the arms? Big. It's feeling big. So yeah, we're going to sit down and do a little bit of a talk and have a little bit of chat with the lads. Let's go. I set a baseline as for how I can progress in what I'm doing. So if that means I'm getting faster over time, yeah, but I'm not too pressed on how long that takes. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there we have it. That's the morning wrapped up with Ross and Nick. So we shot a podcast style interview, just some questions, which again, really interesting answers, if I'm being honest. And then also we did a training session. We got a good pump on, just connected for the full morning. They took the trip down from the northeast, just outside of Newcastle, to come and spend time with me this morning, and I'm going to do the same with them, head up to their gym, their facility in a few weeks time as well. But we are back home. It is now 12:30 and we're having our first meal of the day. So it is the standard egg and bacon on toast. We've got 3 eggs, 2 sourdough and a little bit of streaky bacon, because it's the goat and I'll be bought it this week. So we're going to get this down us, and then we're going to crack on with the rest of the day. We've got a setup call to do, so we've got set up James. So looking forward to getting him set up, ready to get after it. Again, he's been wanting to do this for a long time, and he's in, and he's ready to go. So we're setting him up, and then I've got another call with Josh to walk through what the process is going to look like for Tribe over the next, from literally the moment the client joins us right away to the moment that they leave. So we're going to be mapping that out in the call this afternoon, and then we'll go and pick the baby up from nursery. So busy day as always, trying to squeeze in as much content as possible. So let me inhale this because I'm starving, and we'll chat to Josh.
Innocent as a child, but where were we all before the whole...
It's just a case of putting the time in to make it happen.
Zapier can integrate Everfit into Zapier, so
It does, yeah.
it triggers an automation from messages straight into Discord, which is good. So catch up with Josh done. I've just had a client call with Aaron, absolutely smashed it. He's just ran a 41-minute 10k on the weekend, which included a sub 20-minute 5k. He's got his goals in front of him here. He always has them in front of mind, and he's already hit his April goal, which was to be 75 kg. So he's already hit that, and it's February. So it is family time now. So I'm just finishing up work. It is 1 minute to 5, if you can see that. And I've just got this new brick. So brick is basically a device, I don't even see in it, this little brick. And basically what you do is you tap it and it gets rid of all the apps on your phone. So I'm gonna go downstairs now and spend some time with the family. And in the meantime, I won't be able to go on Instagram. As you can probably tell there, it is blocked off. It's like grayed out. WhatsApp, my training app, I won't be able to speak to clients or anything like that in that time frame. So I'll still have my phone on me, but I won't be able to do that. So I like to try and do an hour of that, a family time. So that's 1 minute started right now. And I'm gonna go and spend time with them, have some food, play with Reva, and get it ready for bed. So Brick, it's been great so far. Highly recommend it. See what's happening, happy Thursday. So I said last night, bricked my phone, spent time with the family, and then did a little bit of work. And one of the things is like, I used to really be able to work all the time. So I used to work like 6 a.m. and do like a work block of a morning. And then I would work all day, and then I usually pick up my laptop in the evening time as well. And that was how I was sort of like building the business. Right now, obviously my time's a lot more condensed, and it's got to be a lot more strategic. And the fact that I've got boundaries with what I do. I be trained in the morning usually, which means I spend time with the baby before I start work, and then work throughout a normal, like normally 8 till 5. And then 5 onwards is family time until she goes to bed, and then before we know it, we're sitting down to chill and watch some TV. So my time's a lot more condensed, which means I've got to be a little bit more on the ball with your routine. And that's a little bit of advice for you, is that everything's a trade-off. So like, yes, you might have to sit down late to watch telly if you go to the gym, but that's the trade-off. There's no such thing as like creating more time from anywhere. Anyone who's got kids, or even if you haven't got kids, like everyone is busy. So it's a case of just understanding where you want to put your priorities. So for me, for example, like I got up extra early this morning. I'd chill 15 minutes, got my laptop out because I'm building something in the background, as you know. And that little time frame between 6 and then hopefully Reva doesn't wake up till like 7, but she did, happy days. I got an hour of like good deep focus work in there. So it's a case of just being okay with the fact that you're gonna be rigid, you're gonna be tight for time, you're gonna have to squeeze a lot of things in. There's not gonna be much chill time, and that's fine because it's part of the phase of life that you're in, and that's definitely the phase of life that I'm in currently. So anyway, we're cooking up some eggs. I can't be bothered with oats anymore. I just can't finish them over morning. And then we've got 15k to do today. So it's a very similar session to last week that I sort of stopped early, but that because I didn't hit the paces and the weather, whereas today it's a little bit better. We're going to repeat that session, and we're going to be a little bit more wrapped up. So I'm going to get this down. I've got a call with Callum, a strategy call, hopefully both joining the tribe, and then we'll get out for this run. So let's consume this bad boy. Look at that. Jeez. Busy day down at the park. Why do I have to drive 20 minutes into the park? I've got a mental block with running my mind, so at least I can just not lap this park. I think it's 4 laps to get around this 14 to 15k. It was meant to be a 3k warm-up, but I think I'm going to just shorten it to 10 minutes just to get it done, get back home. But the main block is 6 by 1k at 4:15 into 1k at 5:15. So Adam's adjusted the plan just based on the paces last week not going to plan. So it basically like a 1k float between 4:15s. So that's going to be the aim of the game. We're going to go and get that boxed off. I've got my headphones with me, so let's get it done. Let's go. Woo, session in the bag, so just shy of 13k. That we just missed the last cool down k just because I'm right by the car. So yeah, we got all 6 reps done at the 4:15. Again, the last one dropped off a little bit. Still feeling difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know if since we've incorporated like more of the heavy lifting, i.e. squats, deadlift and bench press, it's feel like it's taxed me a little bit. But also thinking on that run that, you know, I did a 10k Sunday, which was fast, threshold Monday or intervals. I did 2 lifts Tuesday, Wednesday, and this today, so probably expected to feel a little bit tough, but rest day tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, that was hard, that. Yeah, so your goal there for 12 months was to be stronger, bigger, faster, mentally sharp, more focused, and possibly run a 5 or a 10k race. So you're definitely stronger, you're getting bigger currently, you're definitely fitter, you're definitely sharper. I'm well more focused already, but like I said, the goal now is to probably run like a 5 or 10k race. So the only thing that you're lacking is that 5k test. Yeah. And then that can put us in good stead for like if you do book a 10k or you do a park run or whatever. Of course, we are back in the office. We've just had a catch-up call with Chris. So, yeah, I try and catch up with clients. You know, every quarter we sort of give them the option to jump on a call. Not everyone jumps on a call. Not many people jump on a call, and the reason for it is because typically they don't need it. Like, our clients are absolutely thriving. Like, just for an example, I think I put on a poll yesterday where we did a little bit of a pulse check in the group chat, where everyone's at. You go, green, yeah, flying, don't need help, or you know, happy. Amber, yeah, I'm doing okay, might need a little bit of support, or red, I'm struggling. And pretty much one person shows amber and everyone else shows green. So the system that we've got with our team is absolutely flawless. Of course, it can always be improved. I won't say flawless actually, because it can always be improved. But I was just saying this to Chris, one of my clients, is that I look after a lot of clients and I'm a bit stuck. And this is why we're doing a lot of the changes, and this is where it stems from. So this is me admitting that I haven't got the capacity to take on more clients, many more clients, because one of my quotes that I like to have is I want to try and make sure that every client feels like they're my only client. And the way that I do that is to make sure that they're getting everything bespoke to them. They're getting things as quick as possible. You know, they're getting results as quick as possible. Like we are on hand for them to support them as much as we can. So we're doing really a good job of that right now, but I don't know what the, you know, looking long term years is going to look off the back of that as well, because we look after a lot of people. So hence the change for what we're doing, which is going to be a separate thing from what I do currently one-to-one. But that is part of the next expansion, because people buy from me. People like to understand where I'm coming from. Same with Josh. People like to buy Josh because they like him, they like us, what we do, what we stand for, our values. And we just have to find a way that gets our clients the best results possible, and the best culture and the best community. And we're allowed to also help more men across the globe. So that's what we're sort of figuring out. And that's a little bit of a share from me. Tell you what, this country is so grey. Like, even trying to get these colours right is so hard on the camera because it's just grey. But that's Friday morning in the bag. So coffee shop Fridays again on a rest day today. So that means that I put on some nice normal clothes. And unusual is to go and get a haircut. So just off to get a haircut now. We've been focusing on set up 2 people, set up Dom, set up James ready for their calls this afternoon, and then it also started to work on a little bit more of what we're doing in the future with Tribe. So yeah, good morning in the bag so far, haircut, and then we've got a busy afternoon of calls, 2-hour call with Josh, and then 2 setup calls and a strategy call as well. Let's go. Jeez, fresh trim, who this? Yeah, we're gonna head home now so we can get these calls, get into a good environment in the office, get some food down us because we haven't eaten yet, and it's currently 10 to 12. So yeah, big afternoon about to go down on a Friday. Usually Fridays are quieter for me, but not today. No, and this was partly down to the fact that I had a rest day today, because I knew that it would be quite a tight squeeze trying to fit in a run. Why I had the haircut, why I had calls, etc, etc. So I'm glad that I didn't, which is good. So gonna have a full rest day, gonna get some good food down us, and then tomorrow we've got a lifting session. We've got a deadlift session tomorrow, which again is hard work, followed by a 20-minute easy run, and then we've also got another long run on Sunday. So another, I think it's around 15 to 18k, some pace in that as well, which is quite scary, but that'll be like the last long run. I've already spoke to Adam about next week. We're gonna have a good taper going into Rome, which is next Sunday, but I think we've got a little bit more of a strategic plan. I definitely think that 130's off the cards. Like, I just don't feel there at all, especially with this prep. I don't think it's been the best prep in the world. But I would love a PB which is sub 138, which is my PB currently. So I think Rome's going to be a long run, quite a hard long run. Obviously going to aim for a certain effort level, and then Liverpool 2 weeks later is going to be the real race. I think that's the best way of approaching it, because, you know, in the past I've went to a new city and it's always been pressure. Whereas this time I'm going to Rome with the baby, with Abby. We're both running together. My mum and dad are coming, the tribe are coming. I want to enjoy it. I want to take in the scenery, and I obviously want to have a good effort at the same time. But I think the race itself, or the proper race that we're going to go after, the full effort, is going to be at Liverpool in about 3 weeks' time. So yeah, that's the target for now.
Oh, that's nice.
But like you say, it's just the best you can, you know. But it's making the time for it too. Whereas before, I would have probably thought, oh, I want to do something else today, so that it gets pushed back. Whereas now it's just been. It's like a non-negotiable, you know. I've got to spot again and get it done, and that's it, and it's out of the way. Even though.
Reba, what are you doing? You opening all the cupboards? Yeah. Why? Wow! Jeez, we've got a Turkish charcuterie board, lemon and herb, thighs, Turkish sausage. What's this one? Spicy.
Hot.
Turkish bread, salad. Wings, chef. Heavy. Check who's riding shotgun. Abby just dragged me to a Hyrox session today. So we've just dropped the baby off. We're going to get a session done. Again, I haven't done Hyrox in probably about a month, just because I thought I was done with it for a bit. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. So I don't know what the session looks like. Hannah's a bit of an animal, isn't she? So we'll sort of see how this goes, but it'll be fun. We'll see how we get in the trenches.
I'm pleased to report after many attempts I climbed out from the mouth of the gritty abyss. The answer, I'm an idiot, who idiot is this? My mind frame is betrayed with NVIDIA chips. My rhymes are like shrines for the city I miss. Ripping time, I found beauty in the hideousness. My tongue can set fire to some, inspire the young, or put a hickey on the titty of the prettiest bitch. I'm number one, you getting the gist. Anything lower, you better reconsider your list. Play my song when I'm gone, I'ma still be a myth. Even God gon' wonder how the fuck did he exist. I mean, could he have just slipped through the cracks? Ain't let a nigga into heaven, so I went through the back. And when I entered, I saw an old friend that I dapped. He said, please, nigga, kick one of the infinite raps. Okay, I flip on tracks, long as the beat is on fire. My grip on rap, stronger than needle nose pliers. So kick on back and enjoy the friends.
Stuff that. I can confirm that was hard. We're back, baby. Nah, we're not. That's the last Hyrox session for a long time. Oh yeah. You and your beer? Out of all the places in the whole of Manchester for coffee, I've decided on Starbucks.
I know.
So the more long run, so the last long run before Rome next week. So it's quite a heavy session again, but we're going to spend a little bit of time at half marathon pace, or adjusted half marathon pace, which I won't tell you. We're going to do a little bit of a block to that. But for those asking, these are the shoes I've been wearing, and I'm going to be wearing at Rome, because I've got these in two colourways. So these are like my dirty colourway, and I've got a very fresh, clean pair of orange and white ones, which I'll be wearing for race day, treadmill sessions, etc. But these are the Hyrox Yellow X1s 2.0s, and again, these are really, really nice. Light, they've got like a nice little rock to them, so when you put them on, you can't just wear them to go to the Asda, but they feel fast. So I've been wearing these most of the prep. Yes, I've got the New Balance, which are absolutely wrecked. I was going to buy a pair of new shoes, but these are the ones that I'm going to stick with, but in the other colourway. So, got to test them out today, again, and then obviously I'm going to swap to the nice colourway when we're in Rome. Let's go. Do you have Cocoa Pops? Can you believe Cocoa Pops haven't got milk in? Surprising.
Is that nice?
Ooh, and these make me shoes go. Yeah. I tell you what, I hated every second of that. So, negatives is, it still feels well harder than it should be, and I don't know if it's a mixture of illness still, if I'm being honest. I've been doing a lot of speed sessions on a treadmill, which I think is having an effect, and it's not really carrying over to the road. And then also the fact that I'm just not there pace-wise yet. So we went with more of a conservative pace with that one, and we hit the paces for 2 of the 6k, but that felt difficult for 12k, never mind 21k. So hopefully after doing 200 wall balls yesterday, that's sort of part of the problem as well. But yeah, we've got a week to taper now, and let's hope that we have fresh legs going into next week, because I am scared, if I'm being honest. That run was tough this morning, very tough, and it's probably down to the fact that yesterday after working it out I did around 200 wall balls. So after the run, when I went to get a coffee, my quad and my hamstrings were cramping up, which only ever happened after a marathon, which means that my legs are absolutely fried, off yesterday probably, and there's a little bit of a fuel issue, and I keep feeling the same thing. Funny story, so we just went to a running shop because I wanted to get some new bits for the race next week, and a funny story, so basically long story short, these are the shoes I'm going to be wearing, which is the Hoka Cielo X1s 2.0 in this colour, which is orange and white, and I wanted to go and get these half tights, which is, I was going to get them online, but I found that the shop had them in stock, so I thought, you know what, it's best to go and try them on, which I'm glad I did, because these are sick, very, very comfortable, big pocket for your phone, and then on the other side you've got a zip pocket for like gels, so that's a really, really good set of half tights, which I'm looking forward to. Fresh pair of socks, of course, because my ones went grey in the wash, but I rate these socks, I don't even pronounce the name, but you know which ones I mean. They're everywhere. I've got the same for hair shoes as well. And then I also got a fresh pair of Oakleys. So mine last year got stolen at my car. Well, my car got stolen. Inside the car was Oakleys, Adios Pro 4s, a few other pairs of shoes as well. So although I've got the eye jackets, I think these suit me better. And I think I wanted a pair of these. So I picked up a fresh pair of them in like this gold polarized colorway, which were expensive. But I've got them now. They will do me for a long time. And I wanted to go and get the matching top to the shoes in Hoka. And I'm glad that I tried it on, because not once, but twice I got stuck. So what I mean by that is I tried a large on. I'm usually a large. And it was fine going on. But getting it off, I was stuck. Could not get it over my lats. So I had to ask a member of staff to come into the changing room and take it off my back. So I thought, you know what, I'll try the XL on, no problem at all. Tried it on, yeah, fits nice, happy days. Could not get it off my back again. So said no to that one, because the last thing I want to do is get stuck. And if that's what's happening, like trying to take a top off, I've got an idea that it would probably chafe at the same time in that area. So that was a no-go, but I'm glad that I went, because I was going to order it online. So yeah, that's going to be the race day shoe. The Hokas, again, they're like a fresher pair than the other. I've only worn them on a treadmill, so they're nice and fresh. The Oakleys, we've got the Hoka half tights, we've got the white socks, we've got the sick Oakleys, and a few other bits that I need to grab, like headwear and stuff like that. So that's the end of the video. I said I appreciate that, and this has been a long one. Some people will like that, some people might not, but glad that you tuned in. If you do like it, as always, drop it a like, drop it a comment. The last video got a good little amount of likes, and people seem to enjoy this style, so I'm back doing what I do the best, which is what I enjoy to do, which is this. So yeah, make sure that you drop it a like to support the channel. So yeah, this week we're going into Rome. A few things to fix up before we get there, but I'll take you into the event. Let's go.